There's an old saying, which is, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And that saying could possibly be applied to one of the commentaries on this week's Parsha, that of the Baal HaTurim. In the beginning of our Parsha, a very dramatic beginning, Yosef finally reveals himself to his brothers. And he asks his brothers to go down to Yaakov, their father, and to tell their father that he's still alive, and to ask Yaakov to come back to Mitzrayim to be together, to meet Yosef, to see Yosef, and to bring his family with him. And when Yosef tells the brothers to go, he says to them the words, Al tirgezu badarich, that when you're traveling on the road, remain focused. Don't become agitated about some other things. And perhaps Yosef was saying to them, don't start arguing about why this all happened. Just remain focused on the goal of getting to our father and telling our father that I'm still alive. So the Baal HaTurim explains that maybe Yosef's message to the brothers was just a little bit deeper when he said these words of don't become agitated on the road. Maybe Yosef was saying to the brothers, I know that you're in a rush to get back to our father, and because you're in a rush, you might just go as fast as you possibly can, and I'm concerned. What am I concerned about? I'm concerned that maybe you'll be looking for a shortcut, or maybe you won't be watching where you're going, and you might run over someone's land or someone's vegetation and ruin someone's field. And I want you to understand that don't think to yourselves, because your brother is such a great leader in Egypt, that you are entitled to do anything in order to accomplish your goal. That's not the case. Thus says the Baal HaTurim. But there's really a question in this Baal HaTurim. Did Yosef really believe that his brothers were going to disturb someone else's field, ruin someone else's field, and use the excuse that he is a leader in Mitzrayim? Why would the brothers do that in the first place? Why would the brother damage anyone else's property? Why would he even think such a thing? So I'd like to humbly suggest that perhaps what happened here was that Yosef understood the nature of human beings. And that is, so often when we have a goal and a mission to accomplish, we tend to focus on the mission. And we focus so intently on the mission and the goal that we somehow, many times, forget about all of the things that are standing in the way of accomplishing that goal. And at times it's very good to remain focused. Don't let anything else knock us off so that we can accomplish that task that we need to do. However, we can never accomplish that task when it comes at the expense of someone else's suffering. That is the message that Yosef was trying to send to his brothers. It's not that I think that you would do anything which is inappropriate, but it's that you're so focused and so want to give the message to make our father happy because you saw him suffering for so long. So you want to do that as fast as possible, and you're so focused on this goal that you might not be able to see clearly that you're knocking people over or stepping on people's field on your way to accomplishing that goal. That's the important message that we can apply to our lives on a regular basis. It's good for us to have goals. It's good for us to have tasks that we want to complete, and we should encourage others to complete. And we should have a determination and a zest, a zeal to accomplish all of those goals. But let us remember that the accomplishment of those goals should never be at the expense of someone else. We should be able to accomplish what we need to, and do so with the pride of being the best people that we can in succeeding. Never to hurt someone else on our way to making sure that we do what's right. Thank you for listening and watching, and have a good Shabbos.